Hello everyone, a very logical day to all of you, and here we are with a new series, that is a book review series, one session with us. What we'll be doing here is, of course, we have many avid readers in our classes and we have many enthusiastic readers also. That means they have read many books and they read various genres of books also. And they are there into reading and they can understand why reading is important to them. And let us see what we have here in conversation with Aditi today. Which book she has read and what did she learn from that reading, because this is an initiative taken by Vidhigya, and where we are preparing for, say, CLAT. That means definitely we need the reading to it. How is reading books going to help you is what we are going to learn from these students. These are the avid readers today. So here we are with Aditi. So Aditi, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. And the first thing that I would like to ask you is, Aditi, when did you start reading books? And how were you interested in reading?
I've always been an avid reader since I was a small child. But I think I really got into reading in class 3rd when I started reading Jeronimus Stilton books in my school library and finding them out. So it has always been a fun to read and discuss books with my friends.
That's very good. Then how and which book are we going to discuss today? And how you got motivated into reading that book? Let us see that.
So today we are discussing Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, which is part 1 of the series. I had always heard about this Percy Jackson series and I wanted to know what the hype was all about. I had already seen the movies, but I wanted to see
So did you see the movies first and then the book, or did you read the book and then you saw the movies?
Unfortunately, I saw the movies first.
So that means a point to be taken here, we should read books first.
Agreed.
Yeah. Continue please.
So I wanted to see what the author actually had in mind. And I started backwards from the series actually. I read part 5 first, and then I got to part 1. But oh my god, I was blown away by Rick Riordan. The Greek mythology that he has incorporated just sucked me into his world. And then also there was this point of relatability. There are teenage characters in this book, teenagers such as ourselves. And although they might be on a mythical journey of their own while we are here trying to study and etc., but we can still relate to their struggles.
Very good. How did reading this book help you in your preparations?
This book helped me understand how we can get to know and see different perspectives of people. Like, even though the book is from the perspective of Percy Jackson, who is the protagonist, but we can still see how he views other people and then analyzes them, such as the same way that we're supposed to analyze the author's point of view when we're solving logical reasoning or critical reasoning.
Okay, so that means you are able to understand or improve on your analytical skills, if I am right?
Agreed.
Yeah, your logical skills?
For sure.
For sure. And has it helped you in your vocabulary? Building?
Tremendously.
Yes?
Every book I read, especially this one, it introduces me to some slangs that authors might use, as well as some flowery words that we're supposed to know and get used to. So it's always
so that means the book that you have read has a very grandiloquent style?
No, it is comparatively simple to understand, yet it still uses words that have a level in them.
So, Aditi, tell me something about the book so that even I can pick up that book and read. All the others who are listening to you will definitely pick up that book and read.
So, the book is about Percy Jackson, a 12-year-old boy who suddenly discovers that, his father is Poseidon, the god of the sea. And suddenly he has to go to all this adventure across America and open his eyes to this new set of world that he didn't even know existed before. Like, could you believe there are monsters in America hiding in plain sight as a chimera, a dog? And then there are...
I heard the word chimera. Right. So now these are the names of the characters there?
Yeah, these are the Greek mythological characters.
Yeah. So this is one way how this is helping Aditi in coming up with new words also, because these words are also used in the English language. Yeah, continue.
And then he has to find these new friends, try to fit in this another world that people tell him that he needs to belong to. And There's this whole world of Greek mythology that is so skillfully incorporated into the real world, even though it's America and the normal streets. But you see monsters there. You see monsters giving you ice
So
cream.
this would, monsters serving us ice creams. You can just visualize it. That's good. So then that is something that has kept you going with that book.
For sure.
So the whole series you've covered.
Yes, I couldn't help it.
Okay. Something else that is very attractive in the book.
The way Rick Riordan portrays the stories, it's Percy Jackson's point of view. He has a lot to lose. He could lose his mother, his only family. He has to adapt to this whole new world that we as teenagers are also trying to. We're trying to grow up and adapt.
Okay.
So it relates a lot in a lot of aspects, sometimes even indirectly. And there is just so much Greek mythology that you just cannot help but fall in love with it.
That's good. So that's a very good thing. I hope all of you will start reading this book from now on. So let's ask Aditi what messages she remembers from the book. So Aditi, any message, any thought of the author that you have liked a lot and that has actually affected you?
I believe there are two that stand out the most. Humans see what they want to see is a quote that
Great.
Percy Jackson said.
Okay.
In the context of the series, it's because humans cannot see through the mist that separates the mortal realm from the fantasy world, the mythical world. But I believe that it applies in real life as well. Whatever perspective we already have, if we keep it in mind and then see things that way. For
So
example,
mine sees the same thing then.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like we're supposed to not put our own biases in the questions when we're solving logical reasoning
that's
or
good.
critical reasoning and reading comprehension. We
Yeah,
should put our
see,
biases aside.
Very good. This is one thing that Aditi has very beautifully pointed out, that we should read in a very neutralized manner, neutral, right? We should not be carrying any biases. We should read neutrally. That is the main point. And this is helping Aditi here.
For sure. And then there's another quote: "Go on with what your heart tells you, or you will lose it all."
Oh,
This
go
re-
on. I'll repeat. I'll try to repeat it. Go on with what your heart tells you. Otherwise, you're going to lose them all. So, how did this affect you, Aditi?
It helps me keep in mind my passion and my goal.
Okay.
I want to get to NLSIU Bangalore. That is what is in my heart. And I need to remember it to always put my best foot forward and not stray along some other path that I know will not benefit me in any other way.
Very good. That means it is helping you in putting in all your efforts towards acquiring that target, achieving that target.
For sure.
Definitely. So Aditi, can you give me a small message for our viewers here, those CLAT aspirants who actually feel that oh God, what a book to read or what book to read, कुछ भी हो सकता है वो, right? How will they become avid readers? How will they read books or rather start reading books? मतलब ऐसा क्या आएगा उसमें?
A quote by J.K. Rowling comes to my mind.
Okay.
If you do not like reading, you just haven't found the right book yet.
Okay.
I believe that one needs to find a genre that they like and are interested in to at least get started with reading.
Oh.
There's no easy way out that you can just flip through some pages or read the summaries. You have to go through the whole thing to understand it. And I think once you get started and get that one book that you love so much, I think it's just a journey that will continue on
Very
its
good.
own.
So again, I would say that she has said a very simple point, but very beautifully stated, that start reading from something that you like. So pick up a book of your interest and you start. Definitely, you're going to go to various genres, and then you'll inculcate the habit of reading, right? So I hope this is helping you. And Aditi, one more thing, last thing. Can you think of any book that has interested you and you have read it also?
Yes, some are the classics, The Lord of the Rings and The
Oh.
Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. For those who haven't, I would really suggest that they watch the movies and read the books. Read the books first. As I said, do not repeat
Okay,
my mistakes.
I would prefer that only reading the books is what is required now, right? So, thank you, Aditi. It was very lovely talking to you, and definitely, I hope our viewers have also seen and they have learned why reading is important, and how to start reading.
Thank you for
Aditi.
having me.